Hello, welcome back. This is Intuitive Anna Priscilla. Today is our 5th day on our 6-day journey together, and we've covered a lot of ground. Today we're going to be using the Sacred Destiny Oracle cards by Denise, Linn. This is a very special deck. All the images are pictures of nature. And so it's a beautiful, sublime, subtle deck to use. And I will read a little bit from the guidebook for you just to show you where Denise is coming from with this deck, because each deck has a slightly different intention. So tonight we're going to clear the space with my drum. So let's just do a little drumming. Denise is a wonderful drum maker, and drums are very sacred to her. If you do any training with Denise, there will be a big section on drum and drumming. Part of the application she uses the drum for is to clear space. So you could go into a room and you drum in the corners, you drum in the doorway. There's a ritual that you do with your drum to clear any stagnant space or stagnant energy in any space. So that's just another area that you might want to explore. So tonight I'm going to just read you a little bit from the Sacred Destiny guidebook, because this will explain what she is trying to achieve with this deck and using natural images. So here she's talking about how shamans use nature, or ancient people use nature to decide which would be the best way to go. So she says, for example, if the clan elder was trying to figure out what direction the tribe should relocate, and an eagle flew low overhead going toward the east, the elder might discern that this meant the tribe should move towards the east. Or if a shaman saw a fish-shaped shadow created by the sun filtering through an oak tree, this could mean that the tribe should take that day to go fishing at the neighboring lake. So it's just an example, and then there's another paragraph that I liked here. Within the collective unconscious and the ancestral soul that dwells in each of us are associations and meanings for nature that reach back in time. For example, through human history, mountains have often symbolized higher states of conscious, reaching lofty heights in life, and also an arduous upward climb. Caves have represented quietude, sinking into the deeper spaces of self and withdrawing from the world. All of our ancestors were surrounded by nature, and every part of nature had a meaning. Remarkably, many of these meanings were universal. You'll find that your ability to go through the mystic veil into sacred dimensions will grow more that you use these cards. So there you go. You can use these cards, since they're nature images, to see signs of nature and understand the meaning of nature around you. And she's described it as a 52 card deck to discover the landscape of your soul. This is a beautiful deck. There's another picture of Denise. So let's see what the cards have in store for us tonight. First of all, let's just find our quiet space inside. And do some nice deep breathing, quieting your mind and opening your heart to the messages that will be coming through tonight for you. Let's call upon our sacred helpers here, our helpers in spirit, our ancestors, our angels, our celestial beings, the earth energies, and our future self to speak to us here. If you do have a question, take this time to formulate your question. So we're formulating our intent for the reading. Formulate it clearly in your mind and say it a few times so that it's imprinted. And then we're going to do one more step because, again, Denise has a wonderful little meditation that goes with these cards just to locate yourself in space here. So she says, activate the sacred landscape. Imagine that you're somewhere in nature where you feel safe, protected, and well. Then imagine that your energy is reaching out to touch all parts of our planet, both on land and in the sea. Imagine and sense that you're connected to it all, and indeed you are. So perhaps you started out this journey feeling isolated, feeling you're alone in your little world. And hopefully over the past few days and through the next couple of readings, you're going to understand your connection to everything and feel that you're part of everything. And that every part of nature, every part of existence has a story to tell and a message for you. So you can use cards, you can use clouds, patterns the clouds make, you can gaze into water. There's many, many ways to receive signs and symbols from your unconscious, superconscious, higher self, soul. So let's see what messages we get tonight. So the first card is a message from your higher self. Courage. There you go. You can see we have a very stormy scene here. And there's waves crashing against the rocks. It takes courage to get through a storm. You have to persevere. Nature can be wild. Life can be wild. It can demand all your forces, all your strength, your inner strength to stay with it. So here we have courage that you can call upon, courage that you have, courage that will take you through any storm. So also courage to carry on in this journey through life and in this spiritual journey that you've started. It's not for the faint-hearted. It's not just sitting there and chanting a few things. It's confronting big, deep issues. It's also facing life in a different way. Maybe you're going to be walking a path that's different from the people around you now. That takes courage. Maybe you need courage to stand up for the environment, stand up for your place in the world, stand up for other parts of nature. Courage, you have to be a warrior, a spiritual or warrior, really, to get through this path. It's not an easy path. So your higher self is saying, take courage, carry on, you've come this far. No matter what storms come to meet you, you're the rock. They can crash against you, but you're there. The water will wear you down slowly, but you'll still be there. And these rocks may be volcanic rocks that have been there and been born of fire. So this is a wonderful reminder of courage. And you can see here we've got a leaf. We've got signs of life here. We've got a green kind of leaf and an orange leaf. It looks like leaves of the tree. So there's also seasons of your life, seasons that you're going to go through that are going to take courage. So that's a beautiful, wonderful, also emotional courage. Water is emotions. You're going to go through a lot of emotional storms, but be the rock, and things will come and attack you. You'll go through your trials and tribulations, but keep going. So let's see with the higher beings, the angels, the heaven. Healing chaos. We had another card was it last night, the night before? about with lightning on it. So these are pretty hefty cards today. You can see nature isn't always beautiful in sunshine and spring flowers. These nature cards speak of a little bit more of some of the trials and tribulations that you may find in life. So it's going to take courage to carry on. You're going to have all kinds of storms and things to deal with. You're also going to find the chaos in your own soul. But a healing can take place. You can see these butterflies coming out of this tornado. So this tornado's going to wreak havoc. But there's butterflies. A new birth, a new beginning. You can see that, the butterflies riding the storm. And those butterflies are symbols of healing and regeneration. So it's also true that once you start on this path, your old self pretty much has to die. Your old self that was focused on the ego, which was focused on me, but which was also creating possibly a lot of chaos in your own life through your own confusion. But by aligning yourself with a higher consciousness, you can heal some of this chaos. It may tear you apart, but the healing is possible once the storm passes. And the butterflies are always there. So this deck is a little bit more tempestuous, you can see, because nature has destruction, storms, all kinds of changes going on. So this is not an easy little totally positive thinking deck. This is showing you the reality of maybe this time now on day 5 for you to see some of the reality of what you're taking on too. And you can choose to stay in chaos, or you can choose to get some insight and to move forward. So let's see what the Earth Spirit has to say to us. Embracing. We have to embrace our path, embrace this beautiful heron. Embrace the changes that come. This is a flooded plain here. Embrace this ourselves, embrace our path, embrace nature, embrace the truth of the earth that we live on, the body we live in. We are from the earth. We're animals, we're mammals, we're related to this bird right here and all of these plants here. So embrace your earth family, embrace the universal family that you belong to. What a beautiful card. So healing can come through embracing the wholeness of existence, the wholeness of the situation you're in, the wholeness of the earth that you live on, the wholeness of your life. So you need courage often to embrace something that's not that pleasant, or something that's difficult that you have to deal with. But it's better to embrace it and face it, move on, than run all your life. The beautiful cards. Okay, let's see what our ancestors have to say. Adventures. Oh, that's a great one. Look at these beautiful exotic birds. The waterfall. It's time to do something out of your comfort zone, to have some adventures. The spiritual path you're on is full of new adventures, full of exotic adventures. This is a jungle. Go to some environment that you're not comfortable with. It's going to take you into new realms. So your ancestors are saying, go have some adventures, leave your town, get on the Mayflower, go to America, emigrate, go to another planet, get a new job, try a new hobby, eat some new food, embrace everything that life has to offer. Be open to anything new that comes into your life. Don't be afraid. Have as many adventures as you can, because you can also learn about the wondrous diversity of life by having adventures. by going to other countries or other situations, it opens your eyes, it gives you more compassion, much bigger vision. So our ancestors, who were tribal people, they moved around a lot, probably. Most of us have ancestors who emigrated, maybe to one country or another, and who also lived a life that was pretty wild. So be open to new things. Look at those beautiful, beautiful birds. There you go. Enjoy everything that life has to offer. And then a message from your future self. Pleasure. Okay, this is nice. These two are nice cards right here. Do what makes you happy, what gives you pleasure. Go through this gate into this other world here. You can see this beautiful gate. We have the deer is a symbol of sensitivity, quickness. There you go. Pleasure and adventures. So your future self is saying, enjoy your life. Enjoy your life. Go through the gateway. See what's on the other side. You have the moon here. There's nothing wrong with pleasure and adventures. So these are talking about the beauty and the opportunities in life. Enjoy your body. Enjoy your environment. Enjoy nature. They're all here. We're all part of it. So take advantage of it. Have some fun. Create some pleasure in your life or for somebody else. So your ancestors from the past and your future self are giving you pretty much the same message. Seize life, go with it, enjoy it. Do what makes you feel good. It's going to take some courage to go on this path. You're going to confront some chaos. You're going to have to sort out maybe some of the chaos that's been going on in your life, some of the things that have been causing discord, been unsettling, but embrace your life. Have some new adventures. Take pleasure in your life. So what a lovely positive reading tonight. A little bit of a challenge, but this can be a path that gives you great happiness and joy. So why go back to your ego-bound life? Open up, enjoy everything that life has to offer, and allow your soul to grow and expand in every way possible. So it is the full moon in Aries tonight. Full moon is a culmination. Aries is the start of a new cycle too. So this is a good night to get out, sit with the moon, make your plans for the next cycle, the next lunar cycle, finish up anything that you've been working on, and banish anything that you don't want, because now the light will start declining. So this next phase of the moon is a good time to get rid of things that are cluttering up your life that you no longer need. So that was a very nice reading tonight. You can see how beautiful these cards are. They're one of my favorite decks. And there's so much symbolism in each card. I mean, we could spend a long time just looking at the imagery in this one. So take time. Maybe stop the video and look at some of these cards and see what they say to you. And I hope if you started with a question, you got some answer or resolution. So thank you for listening. Tomorrow will be our last session with Denise's card. It will be the Sacred Forest cards, and these are very special cards. As I mentioned in one of my other videos, she was shot as a young woman, and part of her healing for herself was to imagine herself in the sacred forest. It's also a very interesting deck because there is an audio section that you can download where she has meditations for each card. So we will be working with that card. And again, it's totally nature-based and nature energies and spirits. So I'm going to leave you. Let's use our feather, clear the energy, sending you all this good wisdom. And as I said before, if you have somebody who would like to follow this pathway, show them where they can start day one. And if you like my channel, please like and subscribe. And I'll give you a little bit of drumming to leave tonight with. Blessings and love to all of you.